Hey there, YouTube, Estacado 5000 here. What's up? Here's another retro deck profile from the 2007 Shonen Jump Championship Series Montreal. This build got runner-up in that tournament. It's called Chain Burn, so here we go. We got free Lava Golem. What this card does is you can special summon this card to your opponent's side of the field by treating two monsters on their field. And for as long as this card's on their field, on the opponent's side of the field, the controller of this card loses 1,000 life points. So your opponent will lose 1,000 life points for every turn. So a combination of Gravity Bind and Messenger of Peace, this could pretty much drain out your opponent within a few turns. Then you got these two, Mecha Dog, Meron. What this card does is, when this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard as a result of battle, inflict 1,000 points of damage to your both players' life points. And when this card on the field is destroyed and sent to the graveyard as a result of battle, inflict 1,000 points of damage to your opponent's life points. So basically, it's a pretty cool card. Your opponent loses 1,000 life points when it's destroyed. Then you got one Morphin Jar to wrap up the monsters. Then for the spell cards, you got free Poison of the Old Man. This card either gives you 1,200 life points or inflicts 800 life point damage to your opponent's life points. So it's a lot of good options. Then you got two Tremendous Fire. What this card does is, and then you got the Chain Strike. So what this card does is, for example, this is what you could do. You activate Tremendous Fire first. Then, if you have this face down, after you set this, then you activate this, then you flip this, and then you do this. Or you could do that after and do this finally. So basically, this card can only be activated if there's a chain link 2 or higher. Inflicts 400 points of damage to your opponent's life points, equal times the chain link number of this card. You cannot activate this card if multiple cards effects with the same name are in that chain. So, basically, this card inflicts 400 points of damage for each chain link you have, basically. So with these cards right here, it's like 1,600 points of damage. So it's pretty interesting. What this card does, in case you're wondering, is when this is flipped up, you select the free cards from the top of your opponent's deck. You can arrange them in any order you desire and replace them on the top of your opponent's deck, and your opponent cannot see the cards. So basically, by activating this card, you can see what your opponent has the next 3 turns, and you can just rearrange it in any order you want, and that can screw up your opponent's strategy to make a comeback, and they can't see the cards at all. They would have to draw them on the next turn, and they'll find out what order they've been arranged in after that. So it's pretty crazy. Then you got one Scapegoat and one Swords of Revealing Light to wrap up the spell cards. Now for the trap cards. You got free Just Desserts. This card inflicts 500 points of damage for each monster on your opponent's field. Then you got free Secret Barrel. What this card does is, this inflicts 200 damage to your opponent's life points for each card on their side of the field, and in their hand, so it's pretty cool. Then you got free Dimension Wall. So basically what this card does is, when your opponent attacks your monster, any battle damage you would have received, your opponent receives instead. So it's really cool. Then you got Ring of Destruction, Magic Cylinder. Then you got free Ojama Trio. When you activate this card, you put free Ojama tokens on your opponent's side of the field. Your opponent cannot use them as tribute for a tribute summon. And when a token is destroyed, your opponent loses 300 life points. So it's pretty cool. Then you got free Jar of Greed. What this card does is you draw 1 card, and then you got free Accumulated Fortune. What this card does is you activate only as Chain Link 4 or higher. You draw 2 cards. You cannot activate this card if multiple card effects with the same name are in that chain. So as with Chain Strike, if you have a Chain Link 4, you activate this, you draw 2 cards. So it's pretty cool. And then you got free Waboku and then Gravity Bind. This is a good combo with Lava Golem. So basically, if your opponent has Lava Golem on the field and you have Gravity Bind on your side of the field, your opponent would lose within a few turns, unless they find a way to destroy the combo with cards like, for example, MST or Heavy Storm or Mobius the Frost Monarch. So, yeah. So that's the build. Hope you all enjoy. More videos coming soon. Later, guys.